Hey, welcome into Whoosh Wednesday with me, Louie. This week we're going to look at my top 5 pickups from 2023. Yes, these are all graded. No, they're not all graded 9.8s, 9.6, or any of that. They're just graded to match the rest of the books that I like to put up on my wall. So, I'm cheating already to start off the list because this book was very exciting to me this year, but I did not actually purchase the book this year. And that book would be Nova #1 from 2012. This book is the first ongoing series for Sam Alexander. It is written by Jeff Loeb and the art is drawn by Ed McGuinness. Now you'll notice this book has a yellow label because that is at WickedCon 2020 in April 2023. I had the chance to meet both of them and have them sign my book. So it's signed here in gold by Ed McGuinness and here in black by Jeff Loeb. So very, very, very excited. I do own the Marvel .1, which happens to be Sam Alexander's first full appearance in Marvel Comics. But this book happens to mean a little bit more to me now that it's signed by them. I was probably the only person in line to have them sign it. But I absolutely love the story, and Nova was one of my favorite characters when I got back into collecting comics around 2014. So this book is very, very, very special to me, and I'm very, very happy to have it in my collection. So, now that I cheated to start off by including a 6th book for honorable mention, let's jump in with number 5. And number 5 is Amazing Spider-Man 43. This book is considered by CGC to be the first appearance of Mary Jane. As you can see here, let me see if I can get the camera right. We have a custom label here for Spider-Man to go along with the book. Some other facts that is the origin of Rhino is included in here. Colonel Jameson, Matt Murdock, and Dr. Kurt Connor's cameo in here as well. I just happen to really like this book. I love the art of it. The fact that it's older school. The Rhino just fighting Spider-Man to me is iconic from like my childhood from watching Spider-Man the animated series. So this book was very, very, very special to add to my list. And spoiler, this will not be the last Spider-Man related book you see on this list. So with that, let's get to book number 4. And book number 4 is Thor: God of Thunder #2 from 2012. This is the first full appearance of Gore the God Butcher and the all black the Necro Sword. Many people will remember that Gore appeared in Thor: Love and Thunder. However, that movie was universally panned, I believe. I mean, at least from everything I've seen. But this run of Thor from Jason Aaron is fantastic. Gore is presented really, really well in here. You really get to see the depth and kind of the brutality of that character throughout this entire run. It is really good. I cannot recommend this run enough. And I kind of waited out the hype from the movie to pick up this book at a very, very reasonable price off of eBay. So very, very, very excited about that. So don't forget eBay. Great place to pick up some books. Sometimes you get a good deal. Sometimes you miss out on them based on bidding. So keep checking eBay, and sometimes you'll snag a good one. I was very, very excited to add that to my collection. Now, my next book happens to have a very special place for me because I really love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4. To me, one of the best comic book show seasons of all time. The fact that it felt like a comic book series with 3 different arcs in it was absolutely amazing. And the book and the season are related because the book is All New Ghost Rider #1 from 2014 featuring Robbie Reyes. This is his first appearance as Ghost Rider. And this book is absolutely fantastic. I purchased it from Bobby's RetroWorld as a raw book, and then I had it graded separately. And I could not be more happy. This was a book I've wanted for a while, so when I saw that they had it at Terrificon, I had to snag it off of their wall because it was a wall book. But make sure you check out Bobby's RetroWorld on Instagram if you can. He's always posting things on there, and he has a great selection of books. If you are ever able to find him at a con, cannot recommend that enough. Um, yeah, and fun fact for that book, about a week after purchasing it, I went to Boston Comic Con and had the chance to meet Gabriel Luna, who played Robbie Reyes in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season. He actually signed an 11x17 poster for me from that season and drew a little Ghost Rider skull on the poster as well. It's one of my favorite things now. So absolutely a gem of a human being. Enjoyed talking Star Wars with him. We agreed that R2-D2 is probably the best droid, but Chopper from Rebels and Ahsoka, probably 1A, because he's amazing. So it was just absolutely gem of a human being, and enjoyed meeting him so much. So with that, let's get to number 2. And number 2 is Secret Wars number 8. This is a book I don't think in my wildest dreams I could have dreamed of adding to my collection. I'm very, 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 very over the moon to have this. And this is saying something. If this is my number 2, my number 1 absolutely astronomically outside of my expectation of ever owning. It is a 9.0. I did buy it raw and then have it graded. I purchased this from Nick's Comic Strip in Danvers, Mass. If you're ever in the area, definitely check them out. They have great books, great prices. I know I've mentioned them I don't know how many times on this channel. No, they do not sponsor me. I just happen to go to the shop all the time. Love shopping there. Shout out to Oscar, Chris, and Nick all in the shop. They're great. But this book is the origin of Spider-Man's black suit. The cover is iconic. The fact that it just looks amazing on my wall, the fact that it's on my wall altogether is just mind-blowing to me. I really, I don't know what else to say besides it happened and I have it. So super, super, super excited for this book. Very, very stoked to own it. And with that, we get to the number 1 book that I picked up in 2023. This book was a very, very close book with Secret Wars number 8, and the reason I say that is because it's Amazing Spider-Man 252, which is tied with Marvel Team Up 141 for the first appearance of Spider-Man's black suit. This was purchased off of eBay. It's a very low grade at a 5.0. I know that's not great. The resale value on it probably isn't very high either, but the sentimental value to me is astounding. I absolutely love having this book in my collection. When I had the chance to pick it up for the price that I did for 5.0, I didn't hesitate. A 5.0 graded where it'll look great on the wall. It presents really, really well, and to me, I love buying the book more than the grade, and I know that's silly to some people because books, if they're graded high, should present really well, but sometimes when they're graded low, they present really well because it's an internal defect or something along those lines. And this book does have some external damage and wear on it, but it presents amazing. It is the first appearance of the Black Suit Spider-Man, and it is an homage to Amazing Fantasy 15 with this cover. It's just the perfect Spider-Man key to have added to my collection this year. And I could not be more thrilled to add this. And when you combine it with the fact that in the same year, I could add Amazing Spider-Man 252 and Secret Wars number 8 to my collection. And to me, that completes the duo. I have the duo of the Black Suit Spider-Mans, and I don't know what else to say about that. I'm just very, very stoked. I don't need Marvel Team Up 141. This to me is plenty. The Amazing Spider-Man 252 is more than enough to say that I've completed what I need for my Black Suit Spider-Man collection. So, yeah, I mean, that makes me extremely, extremely happy. And there are plenty of raw books I picked up this year, too, which could have potentially made it in there. I do have a couple other books that are out for grading that were in consideration. But to me, these books symbolized my favorite purchases and pickups in 2023. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And in the comments, let me know what your favorite pickups from 2023 were. I'm very, very interested to see how everyone did collecting in 2023. I know I had a pretty good year. I can't complain at all based on the 5 books I just showed you that were my favorite. But I'm very, very excited to see what everybody else got. So, like I said, leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time here on Whoosh. Thanks!